Is Rox D Xebec's devil fruit actually the Ope Ope no Mi? The most talked about thing in the latest manga chapter is the reveal that Rox D Xebec is actually Blackbeard's father. In the first scene of Xebec's group arriving in Elbaf, we immediately noticed that there was a mountain that was sliced. Add to that Xebec's two fingers that were stretched forward, and suddenly the entire One Piece community speculated that maybe Xebec was the former user of the Ope Ope no Mi. Yes, I get this idea since we're all excited to explore the newly revealed father of Blackbeard. But based on the chapter we've read, there's already an explanation for those two pieces of evidence we mentioned. First is Xebec's fingers. As it was stated, he had two questions for Loki, meaning the reason his fingers were like that is simply because he just wanted to point out that he had two questions he wanted answered. For the slicing of the mountain, based on the onomatopoeia written there, it was the sound of a slash, meaning it was done by cutting with a weapon. So there are also some theories coming out that say maybe Rox used the Ope Ope no Mi to make his own son Blackbeard immortal. This theory is indeed plausible, but the loophole I see in that theory is Kaido himself. During the Wano arc, we all know that Trafalgar Law was with the rooftop team that fought Kaido, meaning if Rox D Xebec really used the Ope Ope no Mi, shouldn't Kaido have recognized it, given that he was his captain? I mean, Kaido even recognized Odin's sword when Zoro used it, so it's impossible for him not to remember that this devil fruit belonged to his former captain. As for the theory that Rox used the Ope Ope no Mi to give immortality to the young Blackbeard, that theory was already debunked back in chapter 1081, because in that chapter we found out that Blackbeard defeated Trafalgar Law. And Blackbeard's comment regarding the Ope Ope no Mi was whether he should sell it or just use it. Blackbeard even stated his intention to use it so he could gain eternal life. So with all that said, with all the evidence we presented, it's unlikely that Rox Xebec's devil fruit is the Ope Ope no Mi. Now the question is, if it's not the Ope Ope no Mi, then what devil fruit did Xebec have? The obvious answer to that question is, of course, the Yami Yami no Mi. We all know that Blackbeard waited a long time to get his hands on that devil fruit. That's the reason he joined the Whitebeard pirates. For him, ever since his father Xebec died, the obvious choice for the strongest pirate crew was the Whitebeard pirates, plus one of the members of that crew was also one of his father's captains. So it's possible that Whitebeard couldn't do anything but accept Blackbeard into the crew. For those asking if Whitebeard didn't recognize Blackbeard as the son of his former captain, I think the answer to that is yes. Whitebeard knew that Blackbeard was Rox's son, so there was a double purpose to Whitebeard taking in Blackbeard. First, it was so he could monitor Blackbeard's actions, to see if he had the potential to become like his father Xebec and turn evil. Second, it was to protect Blackbeard so he wouldn't end up getting harmed, since in a way, he was still the son of Whitebeard's former captain. It's similar to Garp's philosophy, why he took care of Ace, believing that the sins of the parent shouldn't be inherited or blamed on the child. It all depends on how the child behaves inside the pirate crew, and based on that, Whitebeard would decide what to do. So basically, if Blackbeard acted out even when he was still young, Whitebeard would have killed him early on. But we all know how smart and calculated Blackbeard is when he moves. Even though he was a member of the Whitebeard pirates for a long time, he didn't want to become a division commander, meaning Blackbeard truly knew that if the former right-hand man of his father saw potential in him, it would ruin everything he had been planning. So he laid low and waited for the right time to rise and become powerful. That's why when he finally got the Yami Yami no Mi and knew he could already defeat the aging Whitebeard, that's when he made his move. So, speaking of Blackbeard, for those who don't know, we now have newly released t-shirt designs, and Blackbeard is one of the designs. Whitebeard is also available. So if you're into oversized streetwear shirts, they're now available on our Shopee page. I'll just put the link in the comment section below. So if you're interested, go ahead and grab yours. In Chapter 440, during the fight between Ace and Blackbeard on Banaro Island, Blackbeard himself mentioned that the Yami Yami no Mi chose him. With that statement, it connects to what the Gorosei said in Chapter 10, Module 4, that the devil fruit called Hito no Mi Model Nika, as per the Gorosei, is like it has a mind of its own. They said they couldn't catch that devil fruit and that it always finds its own way to whoever it wants to be eaten by. So with this logic, we can assume the same scenario happened with Blackbeard and the Yami Yami no Mi. This devil fruit chose Blackbeard. How can I say that? What's the description of that devil fruit? It said that this is the most evil of all devil fruits, and based on Blackbeard's personality, we all know how demonic he is. It's also possible that his father, Rox D. Xebec, was also extremely evil. So the two of them were chosen by this devil fruit. Just like how the Hito no Mi model, Nika chose Luffy. The Nika fruit knew how pure Luffy's heart was. That's why he was the one destined and chosen. So now that we've established that Xebec's devil fruit is not the Ope Ope Mi, but is similar to his son's, the Yami Yami no Mi, the counter-argument would be, why didn't Whitebeard recognize that devil fruit? Same as what you said earlier about Kaido recognizing the Ope Ope no Mi from Law. Well, I think Whitebeard actually recognized that devil fruit. How can I say that? Because during the Marineford War, when Blackbeard showcased the Yami Yami no Mi to everyone, we saw how easily Whitebeard countered it. That time when Blackbeard tried to nullify Whitebeard's devil fruit powers, Whitebeard knew exactly what to do. He suddenly attacked Blackbeard using his Naginata, meaning Whitebeard really had an idea how to fight against that kind of devil fruit. Anyway, that's our topic today about what devil fruit Rox D. Xebec might have had. If you have thoughts or ideas about this topic, don't hesitate to leave a comment in our comment section below so we can talk about it. So that's all. Peace.